The New York Knicks were coming off of their worst loss of the season against the Mavs, and boy, did they respond in a big way. A 54-point victory over the Brooklyn Nets, the largest in Knicks franchise history. I mean, this was just an absolute domination. Overall, the Knicks, they won every single quarter, unsurprisingly. The second quarter was 18 to 22, but outside of that, the Knicks won by 18, 10, and 22. And the thing about this game is that Jordan Clarkson was benched previously against the Mavs, and then we only saw him in garbage time, of course. He played 12 minutes. So it's clear that the Knicks are starting to make some serious choices about the rotation, and they want guys out there that are bought into what head coach Mike Brown wants them to do. Yeah, Basaley, of course, played in 11 minutes. I'd imagine he's only out there to kind of increase his trade value. It's been reported that the Knicks are talking to several teams about him. I do think that in the next couple of weeks, the Knicks are going to look a lot different. I'm not saying they're going to trade Cat or McHale or something crazy like that, but I do think that the roster is going to improve, specifically playmaking behind Brunson, and then maybe another wing to get some size here. You have to understand that despite the struggles from the Knicks lately, they still are the third seed in the East, and we know what their potential is. I mean, prior to, of course, this losing streak, the Knicks won the Cup championship. They were one of the best teams in all of basketball on both sides of the ball. They got into the top 10 in defense. They were the best offense. So I do believe in what this team can do. And last night, even though it was the Nets, kind of showed us that, yeah, this team is definitely about to get hot again. And I'm excited. In terms of the actual game itself, Landry Shamet, 18 off the bench, 6 of 6 from 3. Deuce McBride, 3 of 4 from 3, 14 points. When you have guys coming off the bench giving you that type of shooting, it's just so difficult to be able to win. And you look at their plus and minus. Shamet plus 23, Deuce a plus 34. I mean, literally, the Knicks were up 57 points, and then Wolf hit a 3 late in this game. Like, it's just insane to think about. It's one of the craziest games I think we've seen maybe ever for the Knicks, if I'm being honest with you. Tyler Kolek has been kind of a little bit off lately, but I thought he had a good bounce back game. I mean, there was nobody that played bad for the Knicks in this game. Everybody was positive. Like, the lowest for the Knicks was a plus 6 by Bacom Dadier, and he only played in 7 minutes. And again, Wolf, hits that 3, so it's like that kind of played into it. Diawara had that nice tip and shot towards the later part of this game. Mitchell Robinson, 17 minutes, 7 and 7. Josh Hart, 11 and 9. McHale, 11 points. Jalen Brunson, 20 points. They didn't really need much out of these guys, if I'm being real. And the Knicks actually did take a timeout like midway through the first quarter because they just didn't like the way the defense was, and then they got that cleaned up. And that's kind of the story of this game. It's not even the fact that the Knicks actually won by 54. It's just more so of the tenacity and the effort that the Knicks gave on the defensive side of the ball. Because the reason why the Knicks have been struggling so much is the defense just went back to the way it was to start the season. It's just been very lackadaisical, giving up open threes, not rotating, just not getting after it. You can see that the Knicks just aren't bought into what the coaching staff is wanting them to do. And I'm hoping that this is a sign of things to come, because there isn't a team in the league right now that, now maybe the Pistons. I don't know if the Pistons have had a losing streak, if I'm being honest with you. But basically, like, the Celtics got off to a slow start. OKC at one point was 6-6 over their last 12 games. We know the Knicks struggle, so it's not going to be a flawless season, but it's about how the Knicks respond. And Jalen Brunson, it was reported that he called a team meeting. Josh Hart said that that was false. I don't know who to believe, if I'm being honest. I'm going to lean more towards that Brunson absolutely did call a team meeting. I mean, he's the captain, and the play just wasn't good enough. But this is one of those games where it's like cool to talk about and all, but kind of what's next is the thing here. Like, who actually do the Knicks play next? I hope they actually take on a good team, because that would be a test for the Knicks for sure after the Nets one, and they absolutely do. So the Knicks don't play until Saturday, which is a little bit unfortunate, against the Philadelphia 76ers, who take on the Rockets tonight. I'd imagine that Embiid will be good to go in that one, because just having that Friday, so 2 days of rest right there. It's going to be on ABC primetime game. Everyone's going to be watching. I mean, the Knicks had lost 4 straight games prior to the Nets. They did beat the Blazers. They had that amazing fourth quarter, lost to Phoenix, kind of choked that one late in the game. Just a couple of Brunson uncharacteristic turnovers. But overall, yeah, the Knicks have the Sixers, the Kings, Raptors, Blazers, and then Lakers. So they've got a chance to cover some ground here, man. And you can't really rule anything out in terms of the standings, because it's not the Western Conference. Like, if the Knicks were in the West, I mean, well, honestly, if I'm being real, like, they'd be a little bit more behind, but like the Knicks are still only 7 games out of first place. If they get hot for the next month, like they're gonna be right behind the Pistons. Celtics, they're just a game and a half. So that's the beauty of the East. No Halliburton, no Tatum certainly helps because have they've been playing. I mean, the standings would look a lot different. It's crazy that the Pacers are 10-35. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton just goes to show how elite he is. But I'm glad that the Knicks, they just came out, they blew out the Nets, and I'm hoping that they're able to keep it going. We are going to make trade deadline videos, obviously, when we get closer, but names the Knicks certainly should be looking at are Andre Drummond, Zaire Williams, Day'Ron Sharpe, 2 Nets players, funny enough. Yeah, I'd trade Dottie Yabusele in 2 seconds to go get them. That'd be huge for the Knicks, get some size and length, athleticism. Najee Marshall would be the best case scenario. We spoke about just needing a wing, someone who could catch a shoe, 3 and D. The Knicks don't have that off of the bench is the problem here. Hakeem Dadier clearly isn't developed enough to be able to just play 20, 25 minutes every single night. Marshall will be perfect. We just saw him the other day too. Drummond, size next to Mitch and Cat. See, I was one of the people coming into training camp that wanted the Knicks to carry 3 centers, and they just didn't. Alex Len got cut. They've got Jameson. I don't know how tall he is, though, but he doesn't play consistently anyway. Drummond, Mitch, and Cat, that's a lot of size. Takes the pressure off of Mitch, who isn't even available on back-to-backs. Drummond also has a 3-point shot now. He's given the Knicks issues this season. But Drummond, if I'm being real, he doesn't even play every single night because the Sixers, they kind of go with matchup or who's feeling it. I don't know if Drummond would actually be like a game-changing piece for the Knicks is the thing, though. But the best trade that I see right now is definitely Day'Ron Sharpe. Oh, it's only one of them. Okay. If I had to pick between them, I'd probably want Zaire. He could defend. See, I covered him when he was with the Grizzlies. He could stretch the floor. He defends. He's got that size and that length. But like Najee Marshall is easily the best player here. But he's going to cost a lot. I don't know if the Knicks are going to be able to outbid the other contending teams. But in terms of like being realistic, yeah, I mean, absolutely Zaire Williams would be a good piece. But I don't know if that's, again, we're talking about game-changing pieces that kind of, not necessarily put the Knicks over the top. It doesn't have to be a star, but just someone that in a playoff series can be the difference. And I mean, I actually could kind of see Zaire doing that, though. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the video. My name is Nick Staley. And man, we've got multiple days before the Knicks play, Friday and Saturday. Usually it's just one day in between. So yeah, I actually am going to make a trade deadline video tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's all I got for you. Have a blessed rest of your day. And until next time, my friends, peace.